Hey, this is Stephen Andrew Barr again, and I wanted to get on here and let the president know what's going on here in Christian County, Hopkinsville. It's Hopkinsville city limits, Christian County, Commonwealth of Kentucky. Now, it's illegal. It's terrorism to have drugs on one's person in the United States, and they just approved a needle exchange program for drug addicts. It says right here, Christian County Fiscal Court met in person for the first time Tuesday. This is 19 hours ago, sir. Christian County Fiscal Court met in person for the first time Tuesday since March 24th and approved the creation of the Harm Reduction Syringe Service Program. The resolution regarding the syringe program was brought to fiscal court by the Christian County Health Department. The new program will join 73 other programs of its kind in Kentucky. So they're wanting to support programs of people trying to get clean off of terrorism. I got clean by just saying no and not going back to it. I did go back to it. I got repossessed by the devil then, and I had to ask Yeshua to lord my spirit again, because he is the Messiah, and our Father who art in heaven, and in at the right hand of the Father, he and the Holy Spirit as well, that know that you're not happy with this at all. It says the harm reduction program. We're here to reduce the harms associated with substance use, Green said. That can be prescription use like insulin or steroids that are prescription. It can be illegal or illicit substances also. No, it cannot. Harm reduction program. Terrorism is, drugs are a terror on the United States soil. So illegal or illicit substances also, prescription, steroids, insulin, okay. The only reason you need a syringe, and you don't need a syringe today to take your insulin. You don't have to have a syringe for your insulin today. They're not even necessary. And they're shipped over here from China. Mostly. So it's to keep them coming over here, the needles, for these barnyard drug experiments of the Alchemist Cookbook of Aleister Crowley's. They are wanting to push the thing that people in this area have HIV and hepatitis C and AIDS, and now there's corona, COVID-19, and so they need clean needles so they can try to get off of drugs. Green said the health department is specifically trying to focus on the population of those who are having to share syringes. Nobody's allowed to share syringes for drugs anymore. Drugs are in the past. So are syringes. If your syringe is falling apart because it's so old you can't share it anymore, well, guess what? You don't get any new ones. So make sure you use them wisely. Because if you use them at all, you're a terrorist. Even if you just shoot up by yourself. Believe me, you're going to get found out very quickly. Especially with an increase in overdoses, alright? With an increase in overdoses in Christian County and in the region, Green noted that the program is meant to help prevent and educate those that are using drugs. That doesn't even make sense. With the risk of overdoses increasing, those with HIV and those with, well, it doesn't even make sense. And Green, guess who? Wom bum bum, right down the street, the guy that dresses up like the DEA, the FBI, Secret Service, he's a sheriff who'll go out of town and arrest you at your house. Kidnap you and bring you down here online if you live with your parents. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. When we look at the substance use of the population, it is a reported statistic, at least the CDC says, 1 out of every 3 people that inject drugs share syringes. And they're all terrorists. Imagine they're all sharing the specs of how to put a time bomb together. Instead of a time capsule with putting your syringes in it and letting it go. Alright, so they would all be arrested for terrorism. So anybody supporting this is supporting terrorism. Do you understand? If you're supporting clean needles for drug addicts when drugs are terrorism, you're supporting terrorism as a county called Christian County.